We're on our way today to Best Buy to pick up a DJI Action 2. Now, I initially wasn't going to pick up an Action 2. There's all kind of controversy over the Action 2. I mean, it's a, and I wore my reading glasses and not my sunglasses. In fact, I don't have any sunglasses, so I'll have to use my wife's. Do I look pretty? So the Action 2 is highly controversial, just like the GoPro Hero 10, and for its overheating. Its form factor, the fact that it really didn't change anything. It did add a larger sensor, the same sensor that's in the Pocket 2, which I'm using now. So I was watching a video on YouTube, basically saying, "Hey, everyone's got this all wrong. You know, this camera's never overheated for me, and you know, it's just fine. People are just setting these in rooms with no air movement, and they're just overheating, and they're filming for 30 minutes in 4K 120, and that's not, you know, that's not how you're supposed to use these cameras." So we're headed to Best Buy to pick it up. This was kind of just a last minute idea. I was in the shower, and I was like, you know what? I was in the shower watching YouTube, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go and pick this sucker up. So whenever you select the curbside pickup, they give you a number here, and they never check the number. Usually when they come out, they'll just kind of go, "Here you go," and throw it at me. They don't even look at the number.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, she didn't even check the number. She just said, "Thank you, have a good day." So, but we got it. So we'll dive right in and get it updated and start testing it. So I just tested this outside to show you kind of how this has practical use. So one thing that I have done is turned off the light, so when you're recording it's not blinking. Now you can probably tell this is a camera. Maybe if you didn't know what you were looking at, you wouldn't know. You maybe thought it was a weird necklace or just something. But I've had some issues with my mowers, not my mowers. So I'm in military housing. And so the way it works is that my backyard, the fenced-in yard, I'm responsible for. I have to take care of it. The front is taken care of by a contractor. They come through and they mow. Because I recorded the interaction, didn't have to worry about it. It's small, it didn't have a light, so maybe I don't know if he knew he was being recorded or not, but maybe he thought he wasn't. You know, I don't know how people that aren't in this kind of action camera world view like this device, if they just think they know it's a camera, or they just don't care and don't even notice it. So this is that interaction. Are you one of the supervisors?
Yeah.
So I've called and made about 4 complaints. So over there, they weeded and they left all the weedings out there. And then for 2 weeks, then they come by and weed eated, but instead of moving it, they just weed eated around it.
Is it like that?
Yeah, I'll show you. It's right here. It's still out here. So 2 weeks ago, a guy sat here for about 3 hours, hand picking grass at a time, 20 minutes on his cell phone, hand picking, 20 minutes on his cell phone. He set it up right here. Then a few days ago, they came and weed eated. One of these guys came and weed eated. And instead of moving this, they just weed eated around it. You can see where this is, you know. So I mean, if I move all of this right here, this has not been weed eated. I mean, how lazy is that, you know? So it's one of those things to where I could pick this up. It's just the principle of it, you know. If I start doing this, and this is not the first time this has happened, they'll come by and trim these trees. They'll leave them sitting here for 3 weeks. And I had to call multiple times last time. It may not be your crew or your guys specifically, but
This way we usually mow it.
yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Well, they never bring the mower, the actual riding mower. So that's what they told me. They said, oh, they're going to mulch it with the mower, but the mower never drives here. Only the weed eater guy drives or comes here.
Oh, okay.
So the mower never ever comes here, and this will sit here for the next month until I pick it up, and then I'll just keep calling and make complaints. They say they tell you guys, but I don't know. And again, this is petty, but it's one of those principle things, you know. So all they have to do, they can even use my trash can. They can just pick it up and put it in my trash can. And then the biggest thing that got me, though, like I said, like 2 days ago, when they weed eated around this, I was like, how lazy. All you got to do is do this, and then weed eat, you know.
Yeah.
So I get it. You know, it's just one of those things to where if my grass gets this high over my curb over there, I get a phone call getting yelled at, you know. So anyway, so there you go. I've let you know.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah. And I don't know if that guy knew or not, but this is what, you know, it looked like when I was out there talking to him. So I was just out there and I was talking to the guy, and it was this right here. So he may have known that, obviously, I mean, it's a big camera, you can tell, but it wasn't flashing, so maybe he didn't know. Maybe he just thought it was a necklace. You know, I don't know what he thought. But anyway, it's the dumbest thing in the world, and I know that you could say, like, why don't you just, you know, why don't you pick it up yourself, Preston? Or why don't you weed it yourself? It's the main reason is because they're getting paid to do this, and we are told not to maintain this, and if we have any issues to call. And so, you know, it's a contract, they're getting paid to do it. If I start doing it for them, they're going to be like, oh, well, we can just kind of, you know, half-ass this, and the guy that lives there will take care of it. We don't have to worry about it. The video coming out soon for the tourist test. I'm going to go film part of it tonight, so be looking forward to that. And you know, I appreciate you watching these talking heads. They're not for everybody, but it's just one of those things to where, you know, I like talking about cameras, and so here I am. Just in my initial impressions, I think the Action 2 is a useful camera. I don't think the screen mod is the way to go. I think that the battery mod is the way to go, and it's cheaper as well. However, if you have a current GoPro or an Insta360 Go 2, or, you know, I don't think there's any reason to rush out and buy this right here. I think that, you know, if you want something to vlog with, or to capture your non-action moments with, I think that the Pocket 2 is the better buy. Just make sure you grab the little pack of ND filters for them, and then you'll have really, really great footage for both good lighting conditions and low light. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.